All right, gang, so I have some good Yankee roster news. The ALDS roster will be put out tonight. Aaron Boone says he's finalizing it, and by the end of the night, he'll have the full roster out. Once that comes out, I'll get it to you. But two good pieces. Oswald Peraza is back, and he's on it. And Jameson Taillon will be in the bullpen, okay? And I think that's a good thing. And if Domingo Germán's in the bullpen, too, you have two able starters there that are in the bullpen that could boost the pitching staff, because we know the three-man rotation already. Cole, Cortez, Severino, which is a good rotation. And then having two starters who can give long relief and do whatever they need is a good asset. So I'm guessing the rest of the pieces of the bullpen will be finalized by tonight, and you'll know. So you know what to do if you don't want to miss it. Okay. Now let's pivot over to the previews of the NLDS and the ALDS. Okay. First off, we had the Phillies and the Braves. I mean, the Phillies had an very impressive win over the Cardinals. They're on the upswing right now. You know, they're getting healthy, and their top players are playing well. You know, you got Castellanos, you got Schwarber, you got Bryce Harper, which makes it a very, very fearsome lineup. Gene Segura is doing his thing too. It's going to make it a very hard team to beat. But I give the edge to Atlanta Braves. They're defending World Series champs, and they look like they've gotten even better than they were last year. Young nucleus, also getting healthy, with the exception of a few guys here and there. I give them the edge. I think they're going to win in 5. So, but would I be surprised if the Phillies won? I would not, but this is a powerhouse, the Atlanta Braves. And again, adding Matt Olson and adding some of these other pieces, Kenley Jansen, make them a pretty formidable opponent. Okay, now pivoting over to the National League West, Dodgers versus the Padres. Surprise, I thought it was going to be Dodgers-Mets, but the Padres really showed us a lot. And again, they have an absolutely loaded lineup and a loaded rotation too. But they're going up against the juggernaut in baseball right now, the Los Angeles Dodgers. And but I don't think it's going to be a picnic for the Dodgers. I think the Padres are going to match up pretty nicely, pitching and offensively. I mean, Soto seems to be coming around. You got Josh Bell doing his thing. Trent Grisham's been on fire. And look at what Joe Musgrove did last night to the mighty Mets lineup. If they have that enough firepower to shut down the Mets lineup, they're going to cause some trouble to the Dodgers lineup, which is deeper and better. But that said, I still think the Dodgers are going to take this, but it's going to have to go 5 games. But like I said, for the East, the other round, would I be surprised if the Padres won? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So now let's move over to the ALDS. You get the Seattle Mariners versus the Houston Astros. And again, frontline pitching matching up with frontline pitching. And a deep lineup, a pesky lineup, an all-versatile lineup. But Seattle showed me something. I mean, obviously with Castillo, it's going to be really, really hard to beat. Okay? But the lineup showed us something after Robbie Ray got into a hole, and that lineup came back against the Blue Jays. A formidable lineup, and they showed us what they can do. But again, you're coming up against Verlander and Framber Valdez and that ridiculous Houston Astros lineup. But I am actually going to give my first surprise. I'm going to have Seattle beating the Houston Astros, but it's going to go 7 games. 5 games. 5 games, and I got them beating them 3-2. So that's going to be my first surprise. So I think all 3 of those series are going to go 5 games. And lastly, the Cleveland Guardians versus the New York Yankees. I mean, we saw what the Guardians did. They were very, very impressive against the Tampa Bay Rays. Very impressive. And they won in 2 games at home. And again, they showed with really, really dominant pitching with Shane Bieber and Tristan McKenzie, and a ridiculously effective bullpen too. And that lineup was just relentless and patient at the same time. So I think this is going to go 5 as well, but I'm going to give it to the Yankees. I mean, having those 2 starters, I think, is good. It could be an edge for the Yankees, having Taillon and Domingo Germán. Now, I haven't heard confirmation on Domingo Germán yet that he's going to be in the bullpen, but I'm guessing he will be. But Boone announced Taillon will be, which is a weapon, and Oswald Peraza being back gives them a lot of good left-handed variety there. With him, Lucas Lickia, who I hope is on, and then you combine it with the other guys, it gives it a lot of variety to this pitching staff, which I think can neutralize some of Cleveland's bats, because the Yankees are going to have to be really, really locked in against that right-handed pitching powerhouse over in Cleveland. So this is also going to be a great series, but I do have the Yankees winning in 5 games. So then I have the Yankees playing the Seattle Mariners in the ALCS, best of 7, and then I've got the Dodgers playing the Braves in the NLCS, best of 7. The winner of those represent each league to go to the World Series. So let me know what you think. Are those your predictions? Do you have different predictions? And let me know what you think. Are you happy about Taillon being in the bullpen and Wandy being back? I'm pretty damn happy about it. I think it's a great addition to this team, and it gives them a jolt of energy. And again, having a Chapman not in the lineup, I think will give them an emotional and a mental boost. And having Wandy come back, he's been more effective than Chapman has been this year. That's a net gain, in my opinion, for the Yankees bullpen on the left-handed side. So let me know what you think, gang. Let's get into this.